Hi, welcome. My name is Elke Feuer. I'm an author and a fiction book coach, and I'm an author on her own journey, trying to help as many writers along the way as possible. This is the second video in a three-part video series. The first, which is all about launching your fiction book. And the first video that I did last week was all about what to do before the launch and all the prep work in that. So if you haven't watched that, I advise you to go and watch that video for yourself. I'll leave the link for you to go check that out. So this video is going to be all about what to do during the launch. Now the time frame for that is about 5 days before your launch and out to about 30 days, which is your launch range, date range is 30 days is what we're looking at, or 35 if you include the 5 days before. So I'm going to break it down and just give you what I recommend that you do during the launch. Now, these are some things that I have either done myself, or I know clients who have, or other authors who have, and then some of these are things that I'm going to be trying myself in my launch next month. So I hope you find it really helpful in marketing and promoting your own fiction book. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. In the first video, I talked about your launch calendar, and that's one of the things that you did in the before, is creating that launch calendar. And what that basically is that it's a roadmap of how you're going to launch your book, where you're going to launch it, all the posts that you're going to do on a calendar, so that it kind of really helps you to know, okay, today I need to do this, today I need to do this, whether you schedule that ahead of time or whether you're going to do it live, because there's certain things that you can schedule ahead of time and certain things that you can't. So that's where your launch calendar will come in handy and just kind of help to keep you on track and not trying to remember, oh my gosh, what is it I have to do today? And it doesn't have to be a calendar. That's just what I use. I find it really helpful for me. Once you've got your calendar, one of the things that I suggest, with your calendar, you have your launch calendar, so you're going to be using that to help you with the launch. And then you're also going to be looking at doing some of these things. And that is asking people to like and share the posts that you promote on your social media pages, because the more likes and the more shares, the more reach that you get. So while some people may not be able to necessarily are interested in buying your books, your friends and family will usually like and share your posts. But the best thing to do is just to, hey, go ahead and ask them to do that for you, okay? Another thing you can do is to follow up on your reviews. If you've sent out to people to ask them for reviews, is just to send them a quick message and just say, hey, just want to remind you the book launch today. I'd really love it if you could post that review that you promised, or however you want to word it. Because sometimes, let's face it, we all have busy lives, and just a quick reminder is a great way to make sure that you get those reviews, which ties into the next step, which is I really recommend, as the reviews are coming in, is just to have a template that you have for maybe 2 or 3, however many work for you, that will have a space where you can just cut and paste your reviews, or a piece of a review that somebody has posted on social media, so that you can just kind of say, hey, the reviews are coming in, here's what people are saying about the book, and it's in real time. So rather than trying to share it directly from Amazon, which you can do, but it's just another interesting way to grab people's attention and get them excited about the book, and just say, hey, reviews, this is what people are saying, and get them and encourage them to buy the book. Another thing is running ads. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this personally, because I find that a lot of times you end up spending a whole bunch of money and you're not really getting back your money's worth. However, I think it's still important to try different ads, even if it's on for me, it's a short budget. So I'm very strict about the amount of money that I invest in ads, and the same this time around as well too. Now, I've just done one Amazon ad, which I'm running right now, and to be honest, it's more for research. But you can do Amazon ads, and you can control how much you're spending. Same with Facebook ads, and just make sure that when you're setting it up, is that you're doing it in a way that isn't going to end up costing you tons of money, is so that you're sticking with a budget. And it's just another way to test the waters and see if running ads will be helpful to you. The other ad options that I'm going to be looking at this time around is Bookspry. There's also the Fussy Librarian. So like I said, it's just about trying different ways of running ads for your book and see which one works for you the best. Because a lot of times, like who our ideal readers aren't necessarily in one place. So if you try different places without breaking the bank, then it's a great way to sort of see what site works for you to find and reach your readers. Another thing that you can do is just do some fun reels. And those fun reels can be just, reading a clip from the book, as the same that you would if you were, doing a reading, people coming to buy your book, as you're standing in front of a podium if you've never done that before. And then just reading, just a paragraph or two, or reading if you have a small chapter, or just a really great scene that you absolutely love that you think that will attract readers. Just that's one thing that you can do. Another thing you can do is just do fun stuff like reenacting like a scene that your characters do, if you feel comfortable doing that, obviously. You can also do Facebook Lives. You can do, just thanking people for, the reviews that they gave you as well too, is another way, because they say that Reels really help to get more eyes on you and your page, or if you're using your personal page. It's really good to kind of mix up how you're reaching out and connecting with readers, rather than just posting about the book or just doing, reels, or just doing this. If you mix it up, then it's just a great way to also build some organic traffic as well too, because Facebook likes it when you mix up and add different things. So that's why it's important to do reels as well as lives, as well as, posts. So that's really important. And then, like I said, it's a different ways of engaging your audience, because some people are more prone to see the lives versus a reel versus just the post. So that's something to really consider. How can you mix it up? And also mixing up the type of posts that you do. Some of the things that I'm doing this time around is just sort of putting an image with my book tropes. I'm also doing a little bit about, interviewing my characters and just giving readers a little bit of idea of who are the characters in this book. If you're doing a series, another thing that you can do, which is one of the things that I'm doing this time around, is to share bits about the book, another book in the series, and how these characters kind of came to be in the book that they're in now. It's a great way to promote two books at the same time. So that's a fantastic way to look at that. You can share behind the scenes about, your writing process, how things are going, if you're starting a new book, or what's been happening with, oh my gosh, I'm launching and I'm over here, I'm, doing ads over here, check this out. Just readers love the behind the scenes stuff that we would think like, why would anybody even be interested in this? They love it, like unboxing when your books arrive. People love that kind of stuff. So that's really a great way to connect and engage with your readers, so that you're bringing them along for the journey that you're on. And that really is a great way to build engagement, as well as build a wonderful relationship with your readers. Some other things that you can do is to ask your readers or your followers to add your book on Goodreads, or I should say I'm trying to think what the term is, but basically add your book to their reading list. It's just a way to get attention on your book, because a lot of readers still do read books and through Goodreads, and they do reviews through Goodreads as well too. So that's another way to get and find new readers, because there's a lot of readers that are on Goodreads. The same is true for your Amazon page. It's just to say, hey guys, can you go over and follow me on my Amazon page, so that you can get updates on when my books are going to release and what's happening with me and my journey. So that's another way, especially if your blog is linked to your author page. Also, when you have people following you on your author page, they can find out, when your book is releasing, if you have a new way, and it's a great way to reach readers without having to email them or post them. Like I said, it's just another way to let people know, hey, my book is available and ready for you to buy. One great and fun thing to do as well too, that I've seen writers do, is to get other people to post pictures of them reading your book, and get people to share images of them on their page reading your book and tagging you. So that's also fun if you have those kind of engaged readers. Or you can just ask and say, hey, if you're reading my book, I'd love for you to post a picture and tag me in it. Just another way, like I said, to make it fun and engaging. And it's a different way to promote and share about your book. One great thing you can do a few days before the launch is to have a countdown to say, hey, the book is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, however many you want to do. I usually do 3, 2, 1, but I know some authors that do like 10 days, 5 days, 2 days, 1 day, release day. It's whatever, like I said, you feel comfortable doing. So that's another way as well too, to sort of build up that anticipation about your book and your release, as well as updating your social media headers as well too, so that those are there, because that shows up as a post, as well as it's a great way if people come and visit your page, they'll see, oh, hey, you've got a new book coming out, because it's there on your social media headers. So that's another way as well too, to help to promote your book. And that's it. There's obviously tons of other things that you can do, and I'm always encouraging, follow writers that you admire that are in your same genre, just to kind of get ideas. And honestly, they don't have to be in your genre, because I find that I'm always amazed by the fun things that writers do to promote their book, engage with their readers, and it just gives you ideas. It's given me a lot of ideas. So that's one way, if you're sort of struggling or some of these maybe aren't working for you, is to always be looking at what other authors are doing, and then just saying, hey, that's a great idea, I can incorporate that as well too, or I can do this part of it. So that's really important, so that you're always trying new things and looking for new things, instead of just sort of doing the same thing all the time, especially if you aren't getting the sales and the results that you want. Is a really good idea to always be looking at different ways to promote and market your book. So I hope you found these tips helpful. And like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead and watch the first video, which is all about what to do before the launch. And next week, I'm going to be sharing with you what you can do after the launch. And this kind of takes you out from that 30 days up to 90 days. So I hope you'll like and subscribe to the channel, and so that you don't miss out on that video. And I will see you next week. Bye.